Well, good afternoon and a Merry Christmas. We're getting close to Christmas. This is not my Christmas video, but got the smart car back here to base camp, and Robert start taking her apart because he is going to install my tow hitch, my base plate and all the towing stuff so that I can flat tow Miranda, or Tater Tot behind Miranda. So I'm really excited. He's getting after it. Hopefully we got all the parts. We'll figure that out. Uploading this video with some Nomad internet. Link below if you need some unlimited internet. Otherwise, hope you guys are staying warm. There is some snow in the forecast. I don't think tonight, but possibly in the next couple days there might be some snow. And I got some fun Christmas plans to share with you in my next video. Today, well, for the next couple of days at least, it is going to be a day to work on Tater Tots. So Robert's already started to take off all the little plastic flaring pieces, and he took off the front hood here so you can access these quarter panels that are all held in by little clips and stuff. I need to go get some more clips probably because some of these are a little brittle because it's so cold out. You got to take the tires off, and then, you know, there's just a bunch of stuff that has to be removed so that we can put the base plate right in there like that. So we're going to get after it. I appreciate your help, Robert. We're going to get her done.
That's what I do.
Well, it's been about 3 hours since Robert started here on the car, and there's been some interesting twists and surprises along the way, of course. There's also the base plate itself was actually bent, so we're going to have to work on that later, but he's working hard over there, so I brought the fire from the backyard to the front yard. So we are going to be barrel bums, I guess you might say, to try to... Okay, this is my first ever Illinois winter. Officially, it's winter, so I'm not used to this. Our high today was like 38 degrees, and it's going to get down to the low 20s. It's cold. I wish I had a garage. Robert's getting after it. He's going to make quick work of this, I think. He also brought this 55-gallon drum barrel from Kansas City over here, so it has found its new home here at base camp. And we're putting that wood to good. Oh, it feels so good. That's so good. So it's hard to get these nuts in there, so they put the nuts on these little bendable wires. You can see the end right there, and he's got to wedge them through there and try to get the part. It's like really hard. Whew.
Careful.
Ooh, I was standing a little too close to that thing there. Butt got really warm.
It's warm.
Man, warm. Whoa, Eric. Oh, I love it. It's a Christmas wonderland out here. I'm going to be so sad when I have to tear all this down. I love Christmas so much. I really, really do. And spoiler alert, my next video in 2 days on Christmas Eve, it's going to be very, very Christmassy. I am sad that this year I'm actually not going to Disney World. I could. I just chose to take this year off. I don't know. It's not that I don't want to wear a mask all day. I will wear a mask all day. It's just there's a lot of Disney magic that's being held back right now, like no fireworks and parades and character greets and all that, and I didn't want to spoil it quite yet, so just taking this year off, but still gonna have fun. Now, it's gotten dark, so well, we are doing our absolute best to stay warm. Yeah, look at that burn barrel. Robert is starting on the driver's side over here. It wasn't hard, he says, but it was very, very tedious to get all of these nuts in with the wire inside there. So, and we still got to do the brake lights kit, and we got to do the manual brake system inside. So this is easily going to be at least a 2-day project, but Robert's going after it tonight to get as much done as we can, and we'll get a fresh start in the morning. And then, as sad as it sounds, right after Christmas, I got to tear down my front yard and pack it up and put it in the shed and wait till next year. I'm probably not going to be back to base camp here for at least 10 months. I'm not going to be back this summer because I want to go explore in Miranda. Miranda's awesome. I mean, she's doing really, really well. So anyway, we're gonna stay here. Robert's gonna work, and I'm gonna feed him fuel. Yeah, and keep him warm. And we're gonna see how far we get tonight. All right. All right. I'll get back to you. Oh yeah. A little queso on my chip. That's right. Worked really hard today. So somebody worked really hard today. It's beer 30. Here we go, man.
America.
Woo! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So along with those adult barley pops, we got food. What'd you get, Robert?
Shrimp, chorizo, and Mexican.
Nice. I got the old chicken on the beach, my staple here. Aren't too many places here in Illinois willing to stay open, so I'm kind of keeping this one under the radar. My hat looks weird. This is my ear flap one that comes down and covers my ears, but it pops back up. So yeah, we can get our grub on and celebrate. Because Robert kicked butt today. Woo!
Always.
Yeah. All right. Good afternoon. We are well into day 2 here, and Robert's been at it installing all these little components. You know, it may seem like something easy because you're just going to flat tow it anyway, but there's a bunch of wiring and stuff, and the breakaway switch, you have to do a battery disconnect on these smart cars because the battery has to be turned off, but you also have to power the supplemental braking system, so you got to run separate 12-volt back to the car. And in the back, I'll show you, Robert installed the kit that I got that makes it so even when the battery's off, we're going to be splicing into the existing lights here, so that the brake lights and the turn signals and everything are going to work on the car even though the battery's going to be turned off simply by what's going on in the RV when we connect the power. So it's all about simplifying this. There's probably easier ways to do this, but you know, I just want to make it as easy for me on the road so it's simple to just disconnect or reconnect the car and not have to have auxiliary lights up here on a magnet and all that. So we're doing it the right way, you know, because this is going to be the setup that is going to work for me. I think I am getting a cold. I have a sniffly nose. I know there's no such thing as a cold anymore. It's got to be the other thing. No, but I do have a runny nose, so I'm going to make sure I drink lots of water, and I'll get better. I'll get better. We got the fire over here. It's also been really cold. And there's snow in the forecast tonight. It's not going to start till like midnight or something like that, so it'll be dark, but maybe I can show you some snow. See? And start putting the front and back together here on Tater Tot. I'm excited. Yeah. And probably once we get all this put back together, I'll show you everything, how it works. This is the Patriot 3 Blue Aux brake controller, so that when I apply the brakes in the RV, this mechanical looking device here is going to physically help you with the car and press the brakes of the car. It's really cool. In some states, you got to have something like that because they'll pull you over, and the state patrol, they know what they're looking for. So it's not really worth the risk. I know a lot of people are out there like, I've been RVing and towing a car for 20 years, never had a braking system. Well, good for you. I'm not going to take that chance. So, and plus, it'll help reduce wear on the brakes of the RV. So it's a good thing. It's going good, man.
Thanks.
It's going good. Do have to do some cutting into the smart car. You got to modify the front a little bit to fit the breakaway cable and the brake switch and all those funky doohickeys, but I messed up, and maybe it's my bad for not doing an inventory. We knew we had some problems because with the missing parts of the tow bracket kit, but I actually bought the wrong receiver tow bar for the RV that, you know, that actually connects to the car, and we just realized it at the same time and went, oops, we're not putting this on the RV tonight. So I looked on Amazon real quick, and I got the Blue Aux model that connects to these ends right here, because the one I ordered, I'll show you. This is through Roadmaster, and it's a proprietary connection there, much different. So that's my bad. I messed up, but I fixed it. But I'll send that one back, get my money back, and pay the difference, because this one's $300 more for some reason, but it's already all connected. Robert's just cleaning up, and then got to do the brake lights in the back, a little bit more wiring and cleanup, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Looking forward to this snow. It is supposed to snow. I mean, look at the sky. It looks like it wants to snow, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be a magical Christmas here in Illinois. I have never in my life had a white Christmas, and guys, that's snow, and we're just a couple days from Christmas. So yes, I am very excited. Work went really well today here on Tater Tot. Robert got the front all put back together on Tater Tot. Got the clips in there right now. Everything's wired up in there except for the brake lights. So tomorrow we'll do the brake lights. You gotta do a little bit of stuff over there. We'll test it out on the RV, make sure it's working. Look at that snow, isn't that awesome? I know, guys, I'm 39 years old and I have never in my life seen a white Christmas, and that's not for lack of trying. Remember that week I spent in Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge last year, and then it just rained non-stop? So I gave up and went to Florida instead. Well, we may actually see a nice dusting of snow when we wake up. I'm so happy, man. It's the simple things in life. Plus, I don't have to drive in this stuff. I'm just parked enjoying it. I'm gonna sit in the hot tub. We're just gonna kind of chill here and have a little fire here by the house and just kind of enjoy it. So we'll cut back in tomorrow after we get this all finished up, and I'll show you how it works. Merry Christmas, y'all. I'm on the computer. I'm on the computer. Well, I know, but I didn't build that cat bed for you right there so that I was gonna work. I was gonna do some editing on the computer. I love you though. You're precious. I'm glad that you're looking over my shoulder, making sure everything's working okay. Are you nuzzling it? You're kneading it, aren't you? I can see that. Yeah. I like that you're so close to me. That works pretty good. But I do have to get a few things edited because I got the snow part in there to work on here. Want to see the snow? Look. Look. Isn't that cool? It snowed. Do you want to see the snow in the morning? Want to see some kitty snow in the morning? Okay, we'll try it out. But right now I'm going to work a little bit so you could just be a cool cat. Cool, cool, cool. What? I wasn't done yet. I'm still working on. Well, I'm still working on stuff. I have the best cat in the world. I'm pretty much convinced this is the best cat in the world. Yes. Do a treat? Let's get a treat. Let's get a treat. Treats, treats, treats. Up, up. Round, round. Here you go. No, don't put your head in the. Just what the? It's still in my hand. The kibble is in my hand. Quit putting your whole schnauzer in the bowl. I was just saying what a good boy you are. Hey. Hey. Now, you with the cat face. You with the cute face. Winter Wonderland here at Base Camp Nomadic Fanatic. So happy I got to see White Christmas. Although, temperature today is supposed to go up to 38 degrees, so I don't know if this dusting will even stay for the whole day, but that's okay. We got projects. I'm gonna light the fire back up and we'll finish up Tater Tot here, and I'll get back to you in a little bit here. We got snow, yes. All right, well, it is the next day. The snow has completely melted. And look at this. We got the right tow bar here. All right, well, that was super easy to hook up. There's our lighting system. There's our breakaway for the brake kit that's inside, and the cables. Everything looks good and chained and off the ground. What you basically do is once we set up the brake controller, I'm just going to put it in drive to extend these out till they click in place, and they are locked in place. They can't retract until you pull this when you're done. So super easy for one person. I'm going to set up the supplemental braking system. All right, got the Blue Ox Patriot 3. Got it clamped around the brake pedal there. I'm just going to move the seat forward a little bit, and then we'll set this up. Let's make sure we got power here. There we go. It is blinking, ready for setup, which means it's going to apply the desired amount of braking help. There it goes. Testing things out, checking for pressure. Isn't that cool? And there are some fine-tuning stuff that you can do. I have a wireless remote control up in the RV where I can do all this, but we are not done because there is still a 7-step process as far as turning the key, neutral, and the battery disconnect button under there and everything to make this work. So I'll get through that. I won't bore you with that part though. Okay, so a couple quick updates. I was gonna like film some updates as I was driving it. I don't know, it's one of those things I just was super paranoid about. Even though I pulled over and checked everything and I can see it on the camera just fine, you just never know. I mean, I don't know. Now I know how people feel who like have a truck vehicle and then they have a trailer behind it that they're not inside. You don't know what's rattling around it. That's how I feel with Tater Tot on the back of the RV being pulled. However, I did get here to Sean's shop, just kind of a little short jaunt away from the house, so I'm parked in Modified right now. I already turned the car back on and reversed the whole setting, unhooked the car. So Tater Tot is right outside the window there, and everything worked fine. As long as you follow those procedures in the manual, that 7-step process in the right order, and give the dash the 30 seconds to turn off, and leave the key in a certain spot when you do the battery disconnect. And I know it sounds complicated, but really it's just you gotta do the right steps with the smart car. And every car is different. Some cars make you stop every 30 minutes of travel, or you can't ever exceed a speed of 55 miles an hour or something like that. The smart car can be towed unlimited in that condition once it's put into neutral. So I'm glad it all worked. This was a really good test away from the house, although I haven't decided if I'm actually going to spend Christmas away from home base. I've got it all decked out for Christmas. It's just Jax and I, but I do have family here I have new family here in East Alton. I have beloved friends and family here of this area, which I think I'd rather spend time with them while also giving them their time to be with their family. However, we are going to do a me day for Christmas in my next video, and I want to share that with you. It's not Disney. It's actually not Disney this year. I'm taking 2020 off. I think you'll like it. So Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining me. Moving on, man. This channel is growing and changing every single day, man, and it's exciting. It's really exciting. So, see you in a couple days. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.